What is a spectrum analyzer? What are the types of a spectrum analyzer? What are the form factor of spectrum analyzer? What are the functionalities and the applications of a spectrum analyzer? A spectrum analyzer measures the magnitude of an input signal versus the frequency within the full frequency range of an instrument. By analyzing the spectra of electrical signals, dominant frequency, power, distortion, harmonics, bandwidth, and other spectral components of a signal. These parameters are useful in the characterization of electronic devices such as wireless transmitters. The types of a spectrum analyzer. We have two types of it. A swept-tuned spectrum analyzer and the fast Fourier transformation spectrum analyzer. First, we will tackle about the swept-tuned spectrum analyzer. It uses a super heterodyne receiver to down-convert a portion of the input signal spectrum using a voltage-controlled oscillator in a mixer to the center of a frequency or a band-pass filter. A FFT or a fast Fourier transformation spectrum analyzer compute the discrete Fourier transformation, a mathematical process that transforms a waveform into the components of its frequency spectrum of the signal input. There are three form factors of a spectrum analyzer: the benchtop, the portable, and the handheld. Benchtop form factor. This form factor is useful for applications where the spectrum analyzer can be plugged into an AC power, which generally means in a lab environment. Benchtop spectrum analyzers normally have multiple fans with associated vents to dissipate heat produced by the processor. Due to their architecture, benchtop spectrum analyzers typically weigh more than 30 pounds. Second is the portable form factor. It is useful for any applications where the spectrum analyzer needs to be taken outside to make measurements or simply carried while in use. It is optional battery-powered operation to allow the user to move freely outside. It weighs less than 15 pounds. The handheld form factor. It is useful for any applications where the spectrum analyzers need to be very light and small. Handheld analyzers offer a limited capability relative to a larger systems, battery-powered, lightweight, less than 2 pounds. Now we're discussing about the typical functionality of the spectrum analyzer. There are three different kinds of it: the center frequency and span, the resolution bandwidth, and the video bandwidth. Center frequency and span. The frequency between the stop and start frequencies on a spectrum analyzer display is known as the center frequency. This is the frequency that is in the middle of the display frequency uses. The span specifies the range between the start and stop frequencies. The second is the resolution bandwidth. The resolution bandwidth filter, or RBW filter, is the bandpass filter. Adjusting the bandwidth of its filter allows for the discrimination of signals with closely spaced frequency components, while also changing the measured noise floor. Decreasing the bandwidth of the resolution bandwidth filter decreases the measured noise floor, and vice versa. The video bandwidth. The video bandwidth filter, or the low-pass filter, directly after the envelope detector. This filter is used to smooth the display by removing noise from the envelope. The applications of a spectrum analyzers. Spectrum analyzers are the instruments that are used to relative and select frequency levels based on the super heterodyne principle. It's very sensitive, converting higher frequencies up to 10 GHz into something that is measurable. Spectrum analyzers are also being used to identify and measure interferencing signals, which are often needed inside operations or telecom towers, TV stations, and the guiding system of airports. Spectrum analyzers also allows you to have remote control over LAN in the internet, as well as update firmware and new features and fix problems in the program. Some spectrum analyzers also have provisions for diagnostic and self-calibrations. Now, we will have our lunch break, and we will continue at exactly 1 p.m. at the Digital Laboratory. Thank you for listening. Now we are back, and here is our friend from Agilent Technologies to teach you how to set the gate delay with the narrow pulses.
To solve this problem, a new parameter called gate view start time has been added. The gate view start time is the time at the left side of the screen. So what we can do now is set the gate view start time to near what the min fast time is, and then we'll have plenty of range to set our gate view sweep time. If I turn on a marker and I move the marker to the min fast line, I can see that min fast is at about 328 microseconds. So let's set the gate view start time to be about 320 microseconds. When we do that, now I can make the gate view sweep time smaller and smaller. In fact, let's move it down to about 75 microseconds. And now you can see, here's the min fast line, here's the first pulse after min fast. And again, I'm not going to have any trouble setting the gate delay and the gate length so that they're nicely on the pulse, so that when I turn on the gate, I get a solid line at the top of the screen, which is what you want. For more information, visit our website at this URL. Thanks for watching.
Dougie, fresh like 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 Dougie.
Pantat na style.
Pakagat mo kay Jero.
Pantat na style.
Nandidiri.